You guys can probably guess what I'm doing. Okay, so if you probably can guess, that's pennies. That's pennies. That's pennies. And cookie jar, pennies. Anyway, I got these from a relative, and they gave me this one, which, if you can't tell, is all wheat pennies. I didn't see anything too interesting on the sides. I only saw 40s and 50s. So, still, I like, any wheat pennies. Especially if you're like a coin roll hunter. But anyway, we're getting off topic. I think we're gonna start with this first, and I'll get to the hunt, and I'll give you guys a recap. Okay. And that was better than usual, but before we get to the finds, I want to show you a few things I never do, but I'm gonna do in this instance. I'm gonna pull out the oldest non-wheat penny coin, and then the newest Philadelphia and Denver coins, just to show you. I'll just show you. We got 4 1959s. I'm not keeping them, but it's just to show you 2 of each, 2 Phillies, 2 Denver. The newest Philadelphia was a 2019, and the newest Denver was a 2016. So we're probably thinking around early to mid 2019 for these coins. So we got some pre-COVID era coins, which are pretty cool. We're opening up pre-COVID era coins, but anyway, these are in order of how I found them. First find was a 74S, then a 71S, and all of the 2009s were Philadelphia. So if I don't flip them over to show you them in you all already know. We got second design. Then I also got this nice 87. We had a 2017 dime. We had this 2009. We had a 1970 Canadian, and we got a 2016 British pence. I actually recently found a 2016, or it might have been 2019 British pence, but it was all splotchy and corroded, so it's nice to have one in nice condition like that. Anyway, we got a 1980 Canadian. This is our only wheat cent, and it was a 1929. Then we also got a 1964 Canadian, 82 Canadian, 78 Canadian. Another one of those. We got Presidency 2009. No. And then 1968. I forget what the second one is called, but anyway. Then we got an 81. We got a 1970S. I haven't checked for the small or large date, but then I also found 2 coins that were kind of had battle wounds. They're both 1977s, I think, and yeah, they're kind of rough. But then also we have this really nice 81, this really nice 82. We have Birth and Early Childhood. I pulled this 64 out because it has some original luster. Yeah. Then we have this 76 Canadian, that very nice 74. And I pulled this nicely toned 2015. So now we're going to move on to that one right there. Okay, cookie jar complete. And this one actually is older. The newest coin was 2011. And anyway, now we'll just get to the better coins. 1971 and 1972 Canadian pennies and nice 1974. We got a little odd bit here. A 1996 penny that looks like the copper was removed by acid and then had a good old dose of plastic deformation. Cool. And we got a 75 Canadian, a 94 Canadian, a nice 92, a weird 88, D, where the rim was squished, 2001 Canadian penny, 64 Canadian penny, 63 Canadian penny, very nice 1964, and then we got, I guess we're gonna keep on our pace of one non-Canadian or American coin. This is a 1978 Bermudan penny, 1981 coin, nice shape, 1982 Canadian, 74S. Now we're gonna move down. We have a 82 in nice shape, 93 in nice shape, 70S. We have got a worn down 74. Just decided to pull it out because you don't really see this degree of wear. It's in about VG, or about very good defined condition. And anyway, 1967 Canadian commemorative. And then we got a nice 1967 coin there. Nice 62, 83D. We got a nice 2010, a nice 91, a nice 68, a nice 59, a nice 77 Canadian, another 1960, and we got our first actual error coin of the hunt. It's a gray strike through error, pretty severe. You can barely see that date. It's 1995. But anyway, I honestly forget how much major gray strike through errors are worth. But this could also be a filled die. But I'd take either one. But I think, based on the fact that I still can see some of the details that are like more deeply embedded, I think it's a gray strike through error. Anyway, we got a really nice 82 small date, and we actually ran out of space on the 2 rows, so we had to put them down here. Very nice 73, 1980, and 2004 Canadian. Another really nice 74, 71S, and the last one was a 70S. Okay, let me set this aside, and then we'll move on to the biggest container. Then we'll move on to what I'm most excited for. Okay, so we finished the final non-wheat scent thing. We did get something truly random, 2 parts of a shell of a bug. And in the previous one, I meant to show you this. We got a little bit of copper wire, but anyway, that doesn't matter. We got one singular 2015. All the other ones were 2011, and that makes me wonder if this was dropped in later. Let's just singular one, and these coins were also from about 2011. But anyway, I'll just go back in there. Okay, we got a 1984 Canadian, a nice 81, 77 Canadian, 63 Canadian. Oh yeah, and also we got the most wheat cents. And this one we got 2. This one's a 1950 S, I think. 91 Canadian, 85 Canadian. It is the Blunt 5 variety. Yeah, it is. We got 70S, we got 73 Canadian, 88 Canadian, 84 Canadian, 80 Canadian, 89 Canadian, 84 Canadian, 80 Canadian, and 92 Canadian. A lot of Canadians in this one. 79 Canadian, 2009. I'm pretty sure this one's Philly as well. I don't think he got an anyways. Yeah. Professional life, Philly. Pulled out coin in 1983, dyed blue. Coin hunter code 98 Canadian, 76 Canadian, 99 Canadian, 88 Canadian, a nice 61. We got a 47P Weedy, I think it's P. Anyway, and then we also got another case of plastic deformation. But I don't think it's cooler than the last one. Then finally we got the 80, a nice 82. Let me dump this out and then I'll live dump this. Okay, time to open these. These were maple syrup bank bottles. They made these in the 50s and 60s, I think. This one has all wheat pennies in it. I'm just gonna dump it out now. If these will come out, hold up. I'm probably gonna have to turn off the camera. Sorry I wasn't able to record me dumping out the bottle, but we got them out, and something that caught my eye, we actually do have a steel scent, and we have some older ones. There's a 39, and then let me see if there's any other older ones. There is a nice one somewhere in this mess right there, underneath those 2 coins. But yeah, just in general, I have a feeling that this is gonna be better than I was expecting. Now, I am not sure how much there is here. I'm thinking probably at least 750. I might be wrong, but most likely, or it's definitely at least 500. But anyway, I'll get a start on it. I'll come in at once I finish about 25 of them, and then after that, I'll come in after, or I'll come in once, or if I do find any lower mintage coins, and possibly maybe even an Indian head penny. But anyway, I will start through this. Okay, so I found this worn down coin. I was expecting it. It's probably from the 30s, maybe the 20s. I flip it over and it'll focus. Yeah. So 1909. Yeah, 1909. Trying to see if it has a VB in the bottom. Maybe. But that would go in the better date coins anyway. Anyway, I'll continue. Okay, as you saw before in the snack, steel cent. I think it's a P. Well, I had a thick layer of grandma. But anyway, it's a 43P. We'll just set it there. And so on stuff for a sec. But anyway, let's continue. I just decided to skip to the end. And I just wanted to tell you for no reason that the final coin was in 1944. Okay, I'll just show you these first. These are the 50s. These are the 40s. These are the 30s. Actually, more teens than 20s, which is quite surprising. These are the final 5 mint state coins. A 57P, 44P, 52D, 55P, and 53D. Those will go over there. And we got one more low mintage coin. And it is another 1918. I think, yeah, Denver. Okay, so I wanted to just show you the teens coins. We got a 1918. We got another 18. Okay, hold on, let me just bring them up to the camera. Okay. So you have this 1918. You got that 1918. You got a 1914, which is actually quite interesting. Same 18, maybe. That's a 16. That's a 1918, 1918, 1918, and 1919. And for the 20s, we have a modest 5 coins. We got a 27, a 28, 20, 29, and a 26. And we got how much 30s. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to watch any other or any of my other videos, go ahead. And as always, thanks for watching.